Once again, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I beg your pardon. Just doing a refresher again. Remember the phase movement for tanks as well as infantry. We'll take it from the very top. So we got player A, beg your pardon, over here. So I'll move these guys backwards. Now, for player A, he's part of his movement phase, so he moves his tanks. Let's just say, for argument's sake, the minimum range for a medium tank is 15 inches. For a heavy-duty tanks, such as a King Tiger, it's going to be 10 inches because the armor's very thick, hence the tank is very slow. For his infantry, general infantry tend to move about 4 inches. But I must remind you, if you so wish, and you don't mind exposing your troops to fire, you can put your troops on your tank and it doesn't interrupt their movement phase. After the tank has finished moving, the infantryman still has his 4 inches movement phase, yeah? If you so wish. Remember, there are snipers about, so you may want him just hiding just behind. But the general movement of infantry tends to be roughly about 4 inches. The next phase, obviously, you did your movement. It is now time for you to do your firing phase, and then you do that with your dice. Remember, your opponent that you're firing at can't actually do anything. The only thing they're allowed to do, they can't fire back as of yet, but what they are allowed to do is saving throw so they don't get killed. Now, if your troops are close enough, the next phase after that is the hand-to-hand combat phase, which we will go into in another video at a later date. Yeah. Now, player A, his movement phase is now over. It is now time for player B to retaliate. Obviously, he's got no tanks, so his tanks won't have a movement phase. There's nowhere for him to run and hide because they're on my table. However, they've did their movement phase, which is about 2.5 inches. They're now going into their firing phase, which they then fire back. And obviously, player A, just like before, has the full right to do his saving throws, if any. Let's just say, for argument's sake, these are killed. It's now very much equal, apart from the fact that player A has actually got armored support. It's not looking good for player B, depending on your perspective.